Welcome to Mima Season 4. I'm right here at the Paradigm Mall for the semi-final stage.
So who will be in contention for the Mima Season 4 crown? Let's go and find out.
Yeah!
It was a closed chapter for Samantha Tan this year, as she had to pull out due to an injury. Luckily, in Mima, injuries like this can be treated properly.
Lifestyle Chiropractic has been here since 2013, and we have been establishing our patient base out of the spinal injury itself. So we take care of babies from 2 months old as far as elderly more than 80 years old. So other than taking care of this pool of patients, we're targeting a new group of people, which are the athletes. So we're glad to take care of the Mima athletes with a lot of sports injuries. Other than that, with a lot of joints, tendons, ligaments injury, which is very, very helpful with chiropractic care. We have a lot of advanced technology, like if you do not want surgery, what we have here, a non-surgical spinal decompression table. It is very, very helpful for this kind of injury. It can be used for failed spinal surgery or some facet injury. Other than that, we have 2 very cool machines, which is shockwave and laser therapy. These 2 works very well for tendon and ligament injury. So laser therapy, it works very well for acute injuries like ankle sprain or twisted knee. So what it does, it actually flush more blood to the area to encourage more healing to go on. On the other hand, shockwave therapy used for more chronic cases like knee osteoarthritis, frozen shoulders, tennis elbow, and stuff like that, where it used to break off the scar tissues around the tendon, and then it creates another healing process going on. So we have 2 physical therapists in our team, and they work very well for post-sports injury and rehabilitation. After the chiropractic service, you can undergo some core strengthening program also for a wellness basis.
Reaching the semi-final, definitely expecting explosive fight, crazy finish. Already like 4 years. All the fighters, you know, they'll be able to see what's going on through all those years. Definitely we can feel that this year the level has been up. So yeah, you know, I'm definitely looking for a crazy submission, crazy chaos, and yeah, it's gonna be a good night, good fight.
I just know my opponent got very dangerous hands, got knockout power, so I just gotta watch out for his boxing. Ridzswan, I know your strength, watch out, I got something for you and I'm gonna win this fight.
I kaji dia juga sikit, dia memang daripada season 1 I rasa. I more to defend, escape sebab I nak fokus I punya stand. You better watch out, no one can stop me.
Although it looked like a cautious start for both fighters, Ridzswan was the first aggressor, but Yong Ken did well to score the first points, keeping his opponent on the ground. But Ridzswan was not one to give up easily, as he escaped Yong Ken's clutches and launched a counterattack of his own.
I knew he had power in his hands, I knew he was a very dangerous boxer, so the plan was to be very careful, keep my hands up and time the takedown.
But Ridzswan was sticking to his plan with excellent counter-striking.
I ate a few of his power right hands. You know, you can only plan so much until you get hit, right?
Yong Ken kept his distance while Ridzswan expanded his energy and kept him at bay until the end of the first round. Ridzswan came into round 2 with the same intent, but Yong Ken was also as good as he promised. Sensing the tiredness, Yong Ken was successful with his plan and knew that Ridzswan's defense was slowly beginning to fade. Despite the encouragement from his corner, Ridzswan knew he was in trouble. The crowd was beginning to sense a change in the wind as Yong Ken took control of the round. By the end of the second, it looked like it was still a stalemate. With 1 more round to go, it was still anyone's game.
So it shook me a little, but I still managed to maintain my composure and stick to the game plan.
With Yong Ken continuing his dominance on the ground, Ridzswan would have to find something special to overcome his opponent. But it wasn't going to happen.
I ingat, I yang control the game.
Although he was still looking to strike, Yong Ken kept his end of the bargain and kept working on his plan until the end of the round. It was time for the judges to make the decision. It is always hard to find a winner, but Yong Ken is on to the grand finals.
This competition, it's all about testing myself as a martial artist, pushing myself beyond my limits, and just facing my fears, like head on.
Sedih lah. Wah, sangat sedih. Saya ingat saya boleh menang. Maybe dia punya takedown. Itu saja. Yang lain, saya rasa saya control.
现在比较注重在 escape， 因为我知道我的对手他的 ground 比较强，所以我只可以尽量。今天不是你死就是我亡。
Some of them call me nutcracker because I kick their private part. She's good at striking. I think I'm quite good at ground position. My coach, my family, my teammates all give me a positive spirit words and they help me so much. I will put my best in the fight.
It was Hayatune who came out blazing at the beginning of the first round, as she looked to dominate Callin. When an attempt to bring down her opponent was thwarted, it opened up a massive opportunity for Hayatune.
When she turned the back, I will Kimura track her and then I will go to armbar.
我来不及反应，就被安巴的就叫停了。
I don't expect it. I thought it's quite tough opponent.
I know my opponent is very strong, very tough. Yeah, he's a champion. He's a good fighter. My family always in my heart, always fight with me. That's why I'm never afraid of my opponent. Nazri Sutari, I will come in for you. Take care, brother.
I feel I need to be wary of physical strength. I know he is strong. I always focus more on foundations, nothing fancy, whatever works. Yeah, basic, simple stuff.
It was a flying start for Nazri as he scored the first points, easily executing the takedown over Alfred. With more strength and experience than Mima, he was confidently dominating the first round. And it was a game of patience for the Singaporean.
Take your time, Nas. Take your time.
Nazri was displaying some basic but effective movements as he worked on Alfred, who seemed to be having trouble finding his rhythm. Nazri was constantly trying to bring the fight to the ground, and Alfred continued to resist his opponent, which was taking a lot of energy out of him. And when he tried to attack, Alfred could not find a way in, and Nazri began to sense the trouble.
I think he gets, because I know at the end, on the ground, I cover his face just a bit like that. So I like to disrupt his breathing. And I'm always on top, so just resting against my body weight. So that will take a lot of cardio from him.
Stand up, Alex, stand up. Yes, timing.
It was clear that only one fighter was dominating this round, as Nazri continued to work on Alfred on the ground. With only seconds remaining and with head judge Olivier Koss looking on, it was game over for Alfred in this round. A routine break turned out to be not so routine.
What do you say? You want to go yes or no? Last one.
Come on,
And Oliver Koss waved the fight off.
I didn't expect that kind of finish. That was totally the first for me. I didn't get hurt. Everything went well. I'm totally grateful.
I can see that his stamina is a bit down. He's taking a good choice of not to continue. Most probably we'll try to put some IV, put some salines, and we will go for heart monitoring, get him at the par and good so then he can,
All amateur competition has a progression for me to get to where I want to be.
我 fight name 是 Beowulf， 他很出名，很有经验的老鸟，所以想跟他拼体力，希望不要被 KO 就好。
Try menang and masuk final lah sebab sudah 2 kali final. This is another chance, so going all out lah. For me it's 50-50. Even I have experience, depends on the cage. Hopefully I will get the win.
Eddie is a veteran of Mima and Southeast Asian Games boxing, and this man has many tricks in his sleeves.
I try tengok opponent punya skill dulu, cari opening, and then sudah dapat, try counter lah.
And Eddie was good to his ward with counter strikes that were lightning quick. Wang Hoy recovered and looked to take the fight to the ground, but Eddie had been working on the ground game too.
我觉得如果只拼柔术的话，我还是有把握的。只是这个是 MMA， 就是他的拳头，最主要的那个梅泰方面，他占了很大的优势。他的拳头很重很快，打到我脑袋空白了，真的在地上的时候不知道做什么。
Wang Hoy offered no defense, so referee Aziz had no choice but to end the match as the round ended.
I've been since Mima 1. Second and third, I lost in semi-final. So this year, I passed my target, semi-final. I'm trying all out in the finals until grand.
有点失望，自己连第一 round 都撑不过。
We have seen plenty of good fights so far, but there are so many more exciting fights coming up later on.
So exciting, but we're going to take a quick break. We'll be back right after this.
Coming up next on Mima Season 4.
Sayang dia, yes!
Welcome back to Mima Season 4, where the semi-finals are cooking on gas mark 6.
Let's get back into the action then.
Saya akan bagi dia apa yang saya telah lama training nih, packing dan ground and pound lah. Saya mau buktikan yang sama Serena dan sama orang kampung saya ini boleh berjaya lah.
He is underdog and also he has title belt for GFC Fight League. I do more on strength and cardio so that if it goes 3 rounds, I have stamina to play along with him.
Both fighters came out exploding, and both were looking to keep the fight short. But as the time went along, the crowd was witnessing two fighters who were equally strong.
Elbow on the knee!
Zakir looked to dominate against Hazbullah's good counter defense.
Okay, sayang dia, yes!
And it was still too early to see who would have the upper hand. But Hazbullah seemed the more eager of the two to gain dominance. It was quite a status quo up until the end of the first round.
Sebenarnya saya kurang training sebab saya baru buka gym. Saya push orang tapi tidak ada yang tolong dapat push saya lah. 2 weeks before baru saya dapat training. Itu pun 2 kali saja.
Hazbullah had a few chances to end the fight.
Collect it now! Get it!
But the lack of fitness and training gave Zakir a chance to continue. And when the tables turned, it was almost over for Hazbullah.
Saya datang untuk lawan, untuk saya never surrender until my last breath.
At the start of the final round, both fighters went all out to finish each other off. But Zakir was getting the upper hand.
Saya kurang balas striking dia lah. Memang jatuh stamina saya.
It was a race to the finish line for Zakir, but the thought of not giving up was constantly on Hazbullah's mind.
Overhand right, shoot!
Momentum swung in Hazbullah's favor as he began to dominate. Zakir tried one last takedown, but that mistake would cost him, as Hazbullah and his lack of stamina took advantage of his good luck, and they worked the ground and pound to the end of the 3rd round. It was definitely not in his plans.
I was expecting for first round, but then it goes to 3 rounds, so I gave it all, and my stamina is out.
After a 3-round war, Zakir is going to the contender fight.
Especially to my gym, to my teammate, I want to give something to them.
Saya sudah buat yang terbaik. Apa boleh buat kalau kalah kan?
去年 semi-final 也是对的，特别是跟他玩 ground， 看这次你跟我打，等住10万了。
很紧张，因为这个算是复仇之战，打算就是要找别人咯之类的。看，虽然我跟你都没什么仇恨，不过这一场我一定要赢。
A battle between heavyweights was always entertaining. It would turn out to be, especially for the audience.
Guy, hands up!
is all about patience.
In this bout, Ning Kai was truly showing his patience with some good strikes on his opponent, Yong Ken, going to the end of the first round. The second round saw the two heavyweights continue where they left off, and both were still going strong, but Yong Ken was fading, and he knew this was going to get him in trouble.
Not enough stamina to play.
And so they had to go through the agony of the third round. This is always dangerous territory for heavyweights.
Hey, that two is working. Keep looking for that two.
For the last 2-3 months, I enhanced my cardio training.
And it paid off for Ning Kai as he used his reserve energy to good use.
I know I'm not training enough. That's why I accept the consequences.
It was a one-way street for Ning Kai, as Yong Ken knew that this match was over. It was one round too many, and there was only one clear winner in the end. Ning Kai would move on to the contender fight.
A few of my young students, I want to inspire them to fight harder, learn harder.
He's good in striking, Muay Thai. To counter his attacks, just look for his weakness. Confident on striking, also in grapplings. Just good luck and have fun.
My name's Sullean, and people get scared of that name. And I'm planning to be the one in MMA who scares his opponent. So I give it all what I got inside this octagon. Whatever's gonna happen is gonna happen. My dream is to be in UFC. This is the gate to get there. So I must pass this gate to get to the big gate.
The Palestinian Sullean came flying off the blocks as he took the fight to Aeedro. He was looking to impose himself in this match.
He makes a lot of strong punches, but I'm planning to waste the time and then just to counter.
But the fight was not over for both of them, and it even got very interesting.
Oh my God, look at that, look at that.
It's hard for me to push him or to escape on his mount.
But Aeedro would find himself in a whole world of trouble as Sullean worked on his game. It was a hard lesson for Aeedro to learn as Sullean began to dominate.
I got lost when I'm planning to take him down.
Sulleman's ground and pound hurt his opponent, and there was no way out for Aeedro.
I'm returning punches. Cover myself, return punch. I don't know. Still confused. The referee stopped the fight because he said I'm not protecting myself.
As you saw, I won.
A painful exit for Aeedro.
I respect my opponent. He's strong. He's good.
And Aeedro's team wanted some clarification on the stoppage.
I understand your point of view, but at the same time, you need to know he's amateur, and then he definitely give them warnings.
Come on, it's not like this only straight.
Fighter in the bottom did not understand as he wasn't getting beat up too much, you know. But in the same time, he wasn't improving his position as well, you know. The thing is that it's amateur tournament and really focusing, you know, on the safety of the fighters. So that's why the referee just called out the fight.
I gave them a promise to get the belt. I will get it soon.
It's a judo black belt. All I know is I have to stay away from the ground or go close to him. So I'm just gonna make it into a stand-up fight and a lot of punches and kicks.
Saya punya plan, try to finish as soon as possible. Grab all the opportunity. You better try your best because I'm bigger than Islam.
Bayis came out swinging, but Izzat was content to let the fight flow naturally. But Bayis' coaches kept him going.
Oh, might get it, might get it.
Yes! Yes! Yes!
Come on!
Yes! Push the hip! Push the hip! Push the hip! Turn! Bayis, keep turning. Yes, good.
I don't care I win or lose. At least I want to learn something. I love to compete.
It was a quick respite for both fighters, and again in the second round, Bayis was looking to finish off the fight as he searched for that elusive punch that would give him the win.
I wanted to fall down, give up, say goodbye to KL, but listening to my coach's voice, man, it just pushed me hard. It really moved my spirits.
And when the cornermen and coaches inspired Bayis, it was the only motivation he needed to win. It was just a matter of time for Bayis as his coach urged him on for the finish. An emotional win for his coach, and a great show for the audience as well.
I didn't expect to win today, so I just gave it on my all, man.
I'm lost my energy, so I couldn't do what I planned.
I really wanted to be pro. I really want to make it my job. I want to do it every day.
Training gila-gila punya lah sebab kita nak pergi akhir lah. Mudah-mudahan saya menang lah. Takkan nak bagi orang menang kan, mesti kita nak menang punya.
现在我有一个很好的 coach， 他是前任苏妈教练，他纠正我很多东西啦。希望等下上台能够让所有人看到跟2个月前不一样我了。我希望他不要让我失望啦，可以跟我有得打啦。我要遇到像 Mirage 这样的对手，才能够让我更兴奋。
As the middleweight fight started, Shuri showed his intent with the first few strikes, but Bryant was unfazed.
睡了6个钟，有一点不自在啊。坦白讲，这次打得不是很满意，好像有一点不在状态内这样。
What began cautiously was now becoming a matter of pride for both fighters. With a few words from his coaches, Bryant began plotting his strategy and came down with a telling blow. Not only got the audience wincing, but also the submission from his opponent. It was a brutal finish and one that Bryant celebrated in relief.
Saya terjatuh, saya nak buat udang tak sempat. Terus saya kena sini pengsan. Saya dah tahan sampai habis, tapi tak boleh buat apa juga.
特别的意义就是在能够证明自己的努力跟付出是值得的咯。我下一场我不会让你们失望的。
We are not even at the halfway mark yet, but so much drama has already unfolded.
Oh, stop the drama. We're gonna take a break. See you soon. Stop it, stop it.
Coming up next on Mima Season 4.
It's MMA. Anything can happen.
I really, really want it. I want it more than anyone else.
Welcome back to Mima Season 4, and on the semi-finals, amazing!
But we're not done yet. It's going down to the wire.
He's a decorated striker, national karate champion. So that's as much as I know of him. I may have an advantage on the ground over him, even though I'm smaller, more chubbier fighter compared to tall, muscular. But at the end of the day, it's MMA. Anything can happen.
I don't really know him. I don't think that matters at this point. At this point, what matters is how I fight and how I'm going to do and what I'm going to do to him. This year, I just want to finish Mima. That's the biggest, greatest motivation right now. My opponent, I have not seen you fight. You have seen me fight, I'm pretty sure. You're not going to like what's going to happen in there. I can assure you that, that's all.
In this semi-final, two explosive welterweight strikers went at it. But Johan went for the takedown unexpectedly.
The fight lasted longer than it should have. Like after I got the first kick on the head, I should have kept hunting. He would have gone down.
I got the better of the first round. I held him. I stuck to my game plan.
And Johan had the upper hand, but only time would tell. With ample amount of experience, Teban was looking for ways to counter. But Johan had a good fight in him and would not let Teban attack him. As the fight went on, the crowd grew with excitement as they cheered on the fighters. And that fueled them both to perform better inside the cage. It was also a lesson in good defense, as Johan kept his ground all the way to the end of the first round. It was proving to be a hard fight. Or was it? Teban realized that he had to score in the second round and wanted to secure the points with a flying start to the fight.
Okay, Johan. Thank you. In the second round, a little bit messy. He caught me. He flipped me around with the struggle.
It was the kind of fight that both fighters would appreciate after. But this was a good technical round between the two intelligent fighters. It was also great for the crowd to see a quality fight in the amateur Mima cage.
Second round was a good one. Second round I followed before, but my coach was saying, do this, do this, do this, do this. I followed everything every step of the way, and it went really smoothly, yeah.
Both of us were struggling because I knew I was going to go for Kimura. So he didn't have it at first. Then he used his head and stopped my momentum on my left hand. And I had no motion to go, so he just twisted my arm vertically backwards or something like that. Shamefully, I lost via submission. Teban is a decorated national karate fighter. So for me to step in there and to throw him around like that takes a lot of guts. And I'm very proud of myself because nobody can do what we do.
And Teban would move on to the contender fights.
I slowly transitioned out of karate into MMA, and since I got to the finals, it's like a barrier that I broke. I'm gonna get this title, man.
Opponent saya, dia memang bagus dalam grappling. Saya punya striking better. Saya rasa advantage untuk saya daripada Fahim. Kalau dia tak cukup training, saya yang akan melangkah ke stage seterusnya sebab saya prepare lebih daripada dia.
I know he's a Muay Thai fighter, but doesn't mean he's not going to prepare in the ground fight game. He's definitely trying my best to, against him using my boxing skills, in the same time wrestling. I know you are enthusiastic with this title match, but against me it's totally different, man. I'll see you soon.
It was the ideal start that Eswandi wanted as he began with confidence boosting his strikes. But Fahim was not someone you could play with as he quickly took the fight to the ground. Eswandi, however, was not willing to give up and tried to counter with some telling strikes of his own. But he showed his lack of ground skills, and against a grappler, it would usually spell a lot of trouble.
As I expected, using my wrestling techniques and to play ground with him, and I did armbar.
It was the submission that Fahim needed to win the fight. A contrast in emotions as each fighter dealt with the result.
Actually, there's a lot of things I wanted to prove to everyone. I'm 27 years old and I'm a student in the same time, but I managed to diversify my career, training in the same time, and still success.
My teammates are here, came all the way from Penang, my coaches, my friends. I feel kind of excited. She's a strong woman and I know that she has more experience than I do. I plan to do my best striking and my grappling.
I'm really new in this kind of thing. For me to get all the way standing right here, it's pretty amazing. It's almost hard to believe too, but I deserve it. There's not much I know about her actually because I just knew her recently. So I hope they'll all be alright, and I'm not sure what she knows about me too. So pretty sure we can expect a good fight inside there later. I'm gonna focus more on my striking as usual, and I'm gonna try my best to finish it fast.
I think I'm gonna win because I have the motivation to do it.
But I just hope that both of us will play a clean game, fight hard, and do our best.
Sabrina charged out in devastating fashion as she landed bombs on her opponent.
I just do what I always do, zone out, and just go for it. When I see the opportunity, I just grab all the chances I could have gotten.
Hani was completely taken by surprise and unfortunately never recovered.
Maybe I was rushing to take her down. I didn't realize that she was going for my back, so yeah.
With no defense, it was a hard call for Hani and a massive celebration for Sabrina, who was given a second chance after Samantha Tan's withdrawal.
I'm still trying to digest everything because I just got in there and now I'm out again. So it's amazing. I always tell myself, whenever I think, why am I doing this? I just know myself that I really want it. I want it more than anyone else. I want it more than her and my previous opponents. It just gives me the feeling of accomplishment. It's just something that I love so much.
Now I'm on the semi-final. Feel awesome. No, I don't have a fight name yet. For me, nickname, you have to earn it.
Training's the same all the way. Have good training partners, that's more than enough, yeah. I actually don't know much about my opponent. All I know is he's a taekwondo background, so I didn't want to play stand up, just take him to the ground.
It started as both had strategized, as Joel began with some strikes, and Damon took the opportunity to take his opponent to the ground.
My plan was to take him down because I know I'm stronger than him on the ground for sure. I started first, and then when he countered, I just went in and I saw the takedown, so I went for the takedown.
Don't let him pull your hand. Don't let him pull your. He's gonna try to turn into you. Nice, Damon. Don't let him grab your head. Flatten him out.
It was just the medicine the doctor ordered, as Damon used his strength to good use.
Yeah, Damon, it's that.
And it was never in doubt after that. A win for Damon, but a painful end for Joel.
During the fight, when he get my back, he slammed me. I landed on my knee and it twisted a bit. I cannot continue already. I cannot even move my leg. Been sacrificed a lot. Skip work, diet, everything. For sure, I will come back even stronger.
If you don't know me, I've actually been competing since Mima 2. So this is my 3rd year here. And this year, I'm definitely going to bring the belt back.
It's my 2nd time here. I'm used to the audition, the aura. Hope I can go to the final this year. I've seen his fight. He's like a lay and pray player. I'm more to a finisher player. I got more fights than him. He can't beat me standing up. He can't beat me on the ground. You better surrender.
这一场跟之前的每一场比赛的对手不一样，因为他是非常有经验老道了，所以对我来说也是一个挑战。我希望以我的速度可以打败他，我是为了想要跟 Darren 来一个 rematch。
An unobservant audience would think that this was a welterweight fight. The way these two exponents began was such a flurry. But Zicker was confident with the start of his fight.
He punched me, I have defend. I think I control the match.
Zicker continued to strike Steven without any counters, and whilst they both lasted to the end of the round, it was definitely Mr. Tan who was collecting the crucial points in the match. Heavyweight fights are rarely lasting long, but when two Mima finalists, there was still so much at stake. It came to a point where if one hit the ground, it was almost considered game over, and Steven was not in a good situation.
He got the upper hand when he took me down. It was a little late when I flipped him over.
There seemed no way out for Steven as Zicker had the upper hand, literally. But somehow he managed to escape from a seemingly impossible position and was saved by the bell. So again, a final round would decide the heavyweight semi-final. And with nothing to lose and both giving it their all, it was a race to see who would be the last man standing.
I fight with the MMA heavyweight veteran. He's very experienced. So I try my best to dominate him.
Steven was content to let his opponent take the upper hand, but was frustrated with the lack of openings for counters.
I was expecting he made some mistakes, but he didn't. He covered up really well. I said he couldn't beat me standing up, he couldn't beat me on the ground. So the only thing he could do, he took it to all 3 rounds. He got a better game plan. I didn't come up with a good one. He won by decision.
I want to become an MMA world champion. I will try my best to prove it.
I don't know about you, Rashid, but I'm getting goosebumps watching all of this.
Okay, keep your hair on, dude. We're gonna take a break. So bad. Ooh.
Coming up next on Mima Season 4.
I know I'll come in and I'll win. I'll win in the first round.
You say stop, 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 but I just carry on.
Welcome back, and the semi-final action is almost over.
But who will be joining the winners and moving on to the contender finals?
Not you.
I'm always consider myself as an underdog. Yeah, I never really feel that I have any advantage towards any of my opponent. Like I always said, I just take whatever comes first. I'll just go with the flow then.
This fight will determine whether I go to the grand final or not going. I dedicated to this fight for my dad because my dad passed away last month, so I do this for you, Dad.
After admitting his underdog status, Joseph Yap knew he was in for a hard fight coming into this semi-final.
Afeasel was very, very experienced, extremely heavy. And it's incredible that he can cut so much weight. He's like 70, almost welterweight, but he can fight at featherweight. I'm really, really impressed.
Turn!
However, Joseph held his own in this round, but Afeasel would not let his guard down. Afeasel even had a few tricks of his own. But Joseph was proving to be equally as strong.
Look up, look up, look up!
It seemed now that Afeasel was losing a bit of focus, and at the end of the round, Joseph had the chance to see that in the next round. The second round was again a feast for the eyes as the two fighters displayed some slick striking skills to the delight of the audience. A slip from Afeasel gave Joseph an opening to attack and the chance to bring him down, but it quickly became a situation where Joseph was on his way out.
The round 2, I managed to get the rear naked choke, but I don't know. I think he's more tougher. He's determined not to tap. So, and one thing, the choke is only a rear naked choke, not a joint choke or what.
So this was turning out to be an epic match, and the two fighters certainly didn't disappoint the audience here at Paradigm Mall. But as much as they entertained, it was not impressing on Oliver in terms of MMA.
Go guys, one.
And so a final round was to be fought, and with the final 3 minutes to contend, it was all or nothing.
I listened to my coach for a while, then I skipped and did my own thing.
And Afeasel seemed to have been dominating the round.
Actually, round 1, round 2, and round 3, I own the fight. If I manage to go to the judges' score, obviously it's my fight.
But Afeasel made one small mistake that would cost him the match.
My opponent got lucky and got stuck on the armbar. I heard a pooping sound from my elbow, so I had to tap because it's no use for me if I break my arm and go to the finals.
It was a heartbreaking fall for Afeasel.
This year, I plan to get the belt one more time, but I fell on this semi-finals, so it was pretty sad.
Grand final, that's my main goal actually, since I reached there. And Afeasel, out of respect, I have to do my best to get the belt.
Overall, I'm happy with my performance. I managed to own him, but the fight didn't go well. Unfortunately, I lost the fight.
Try to 找他的 weak spot 啊 ，counter 回去咯。打的时候还是要冷静一下，没有的话打不出东西。越来越接近belt，当然是要拿第一。
比我小只一点啦，应该会比上次的比较容易打，因为比较轻嘛，我也比较喜欢摔人，尽量把他在压在下面咯，我比较有信心。9年的 disqualify， 今年我不会再发生了，我一定要超越。
This was no ordinary fight for Deawe after the heartbreak of Mima passed, and it was determined to make up for it. But Aaron 10 was in no mood for compromise.
打算 gameplay 就是不想要给他 take down 嘛，给他 take down 那时候我真的是很紧张，因为之前我看过他打的全部的 take down 就是他是这样子赢的，我就冷静一下在那边打，也是给我 counter 回来了，然后就加多几拳，那也没有想到。 就是这样子完尾，自己也是吓到，我不敢相信。
The win was given to Aaron, but again, Deawe was involved in a seemingly controversial decision.
I understand. I lose my knockout. I understand. I just see the review. I can see differently when you get a punch. Boom, your hand went down, you went down. And I could see when you reached the ground, you were up again and you was looking. The referee just saw that, you know, he was going conscious on the way down and just called out the fight. It's amateur. Sometimes you just need to understand. Referee needs to focus on the safety of the fighter.
Persediaan saya ground, boxing, everything. I hope he's prepared because I come to conquer.
Feels great to be in the semi-finals. Last year I lost in the semi-finals. I'll do better this time. I know nothing about my opponent, but I know I'll come in and I'll win. I'll win in the first round. I feel that I have advantage over my opponent in every aspect. Grappling, boxing, jiu-jitsu. I think he doesn't stand a chance.
Both fighters were equally aggressive in the beginning of this fight, but Kangfi has been here before and tasted defeat. It was something that gave him more motivation to win. He stalked his opponent with an eagerness of a hunter and got the first blow that rocked Arie.
Right cross, lead right.
It was just a matter of time now. It was leading to be a one-sided affair as Kangfi kept the pressure on Arie with some hard strikes and attacks.
way, get inside and exchange. That's it. That's it.
Go fight, go finish, go BJJ. You are BJJ now.
Then Kangfi switched it up and went for the takedown.
I think he's back.
Catch. Give up. Stop.
I said I would get a first round finish and I delivered, but I expected him to be an orthodox striker. He came out southpaw, I was a little unsure. Yeah, but still, I overcame it, I won. Yeah.
Saya lebihkan pada standing dan tadi agak sedikit licin dan saya terjatuh dan dia dapat naked choke saya.
For me, I think it is coming back from losses. So this is my third year. I think the third time will be the charm. I'm going for the belt.
He is a jiu-jitsu player, you know, he's very good in ground pound. I don't want to play engage with him on the ground. I want to play in the standing. It's my Muay Thai experience.
I know he's karate instructor in his gym. He's a Muay Thai guy. I just play my game as usual. No matter who it is, I have the same game plan. Just take him down and finish him on the floor, submission, ground and pound, whatever. But if I stay on the feet, then it's MMA. Wherever it goes, I'm ready. I want to fight good guys, win the belt, go pro.
In this foreign pride matchup, there were guaranteed to be some fireworks.
I've been practicing cage a lot. That's where I thought the fight was going to go. So I took him to the cage, then put him to the floor. Like scrambled to get to his feet, so I switched to the other side. I ended up mounting him and then just punch him, and it was a verbal tap. He says stop, but I just carry on to the rest off.
We did it, bro.
Yes! To me, it's like a stepping stone to pro MMA, to reach my dreams, to fight strong opponents. I want to make a name. This is what I want to do as a job, full-time. This is my future career.
What a crazy day, you know, crazy finish. This is what I was expecting, you know. I can see that, you know, even they're getting war into the cage, you know, this is what we saw today, so it was amazing.
The semi-finals are over. Next up, the contender fights. So who's going to win the Season 4 crown? Find out in the next edition of Mima Season 4.
Next week on Mima Season 4.
Either you can walk away right now, or you suffer the consequences in the cage.
I will show you Urban Gap's power.